And as I say that, there it is. Maybe the next one. It's been nice today just to get out in a bit of daylight and see the city. Days are very short here, so come like almost like 3:30. It's night time, so it's nice to get out and see the place lit up with a bit of natural light on a very fresh Sunday morning. I took a similar walk last week, but in the evening time. This time today, the temperature was about -7, so you could feel the air. The snow looked fantastic though, and it was really nice to actually see the city in the daylight like this. Little frozen lake there, not quite ready for ice skating yet. It was great to take a few different directions, conquer the castle from a different angle, get back up to the views, to the viewing points, and again see what it looks like in the daytime, especially with a little bit of snow around. It was very nice. It's a great city for those little corridors, those little alleyways. They all lead somewhere. Once you relax and understand that you can't really get lost here, but you do end up going around in circles. But as long as you have a general direction of where you're going, you'll always get where you want to get. These statues here called the Free Monks. I'll come back to these another day. These are really cool. Always like to see a cannon. Reminds me of my team. It was late morning on a Sunday, so lots of church bells going off around the place. Really added to the atmosphere. Back now in the heart of the old town. Really what I'm trying to emphasize here with these shots, which I can't really do it. It's just, everywhere's pretty, everywhere's beautiful. You just got to stop and just take a little spin every now and then, because there's just such nice little details in all the buildings, details in the windows. It's, if you don't stop and look around, you're missing something all the time. It's one of those real hidden beauty little places. It's just a pleasure to walk around, pleasure to soak it all in, you know. I really enjoy these kind of walks, especially on a Sunday. Wash off the week before, reconnect with the city again, remind yourself why you're here, and get ready for the week ahead. I love it when this happens. You start to build your map of the place, and then things connect without you realizing. So I'm going to try and safely show this. I don't know if you can see it, the big church at the end. I didn't realise that the way to the mall from my house is directly in line with the big church. It's cool when things like that happen. You, without knowing it, you know where you are without knowing where you are. Okay, so one thing I really enjoy to do when I'm away is shopping. Mainly I make a game of it where I collect information, I collect prices from certain brands from around different countries, so I can really identify when I get a good deal. So this is very fun for me. But another side of shopping I really like when I'm away is finding unique little stores that sell things I don't normally see. So for example, I'm filming on a DJI Pocket 3 camera, which I bought online, and as I was walking to the mall one day, I turned to the side and I see this. What I thought was a DJI store. So, well, that's cool. I have this brand. Let's check it out. Oh, and I really did get excited when I see this, and actually it ended up being even better than I first thought. Because yes, I do have the DJI Pocket 3, and I'm using it to vlog on this trip for the first time. It's been fantastic. The more I use it, the more I fall in love with it. But something I am really interested in, a skill I want to gain in the future, and actually it's on my list in the next year, in 2025, there's the little Pocket 3, to master more, is drones. I've been looking online at drones, so this was first time I got some hands-on with the drones themselves. The guy in the shop, very knowledgeable. This shop was a good find. Speaking of good finds, so was this. Okay, mission complete. We'll check this out in a bit. So shopping, clothes shopping becomes one of my hobbies now. What I really like to do is I like to try and identify value where I can find it. And the way I do that is I look for the sales, and each country, each location, because I change location so much, I have a very good chance, very high probability of finding value. I always film when I'm crossing the road, I shouldn't do that. I have a very high probability of finding value in these places. Let me cross the road and come back to you. Alright, made it across the road. I'm in a safe spot to talk now. So as I'm saying, I like to identify the value of stuff, and I do that by collecting my own data, finding things I like from certain international brands, keeping the prices, so that in different countries I can try and find the best value, so I can see the difference in currencies, difference in store sales. So already here I've picked up a new tracksuit for remote training, which was cool, on sale already. I landed just before the Black Friday, so I picked up that. And I've identified some other stuff, another tracksuit actually. And then I give myself a target price. So we've also got obviously Christmas about to pass, which equals new sales. So in fact, we'll follow up on that. If the item hits the target price or not, we'll have a look at that in week 4 or 5. So yeah, I like that. I like the shopping. I like the finding value, and I also like finding the nice little niche shops that I might not come across in my everyday life. It's really cool. So let me show you what's in the box. Excellent. I like it a lot. So I bought a silicone case, because after now using this device for a few weeks, I realise why they call it the Pocket 3, because it's much easier when you can chuck it in your pocket. So I like this case, and I will use it for packing and travelling. But it's nice to go out and have this, especially in the winter with a big coat on, to have this in the pocket and just whip it out. So very quickly, boom, take that off, you know you're safe. With the screen protector, boom, it's attached, so you're straight into action, turn it on, boom, and away you go. So, yeah, excellent. A good purchase. It's a very beautiful day today. It's the first proper sun, I think, that I've seen. So I wanted to get outside, so it's inspired me to come and try getting a tram. So I'm going to see if I can get on one and see how it works. I haven't really had solid information. I've seen different things, so the best way to find out is just do it, see what happens. So let's find out. I heard a cool fact that the locals don't actually pay for their travel, like on purpose, don't pay, you know. I hope that's true. That's cool if that's true. I'm hoping I can just touch with my bank card, but we'll see when it comes. Okay, so that was attempt 1, but I didn't see a contactless payment, so I'll just get off at the next stop here and find out for sure what I need to do. Okay, so from that little exploration, I did in my research, I see you need to buy a travel card. Whatever it's called here, I'll find out in a second. So I'm not sure where to buy it from or how you buy it, so I need information. So we go and find information. So when you're technically a tourist in town, and you need information, you go to the Tourist Information Centre. Okay, so I was right, you can use contactless payments. You just can't use it in the middle of the tram, you can use it at the front of the tram. And the way it works is you touch all day long. Every time you get on the tram, you touch at the front. And at midnight, they work out how long you travelled, and you're going to pay a maximum. The cap is a day travel is €550. So you're pretty safe with the trams and buses, it's the same. So contactless payments, jump on the front. If you want the luxury of jumping on the middle or anywhere you want, then you buy the local travel card. But contactless is good for me. So let's go again, round 2, and we'll tap in at the front this time. As we're here in the daylight, we're in the old town already, we'll take a little look at the Christmas market in the daylight. As you would expect at a Christmas market, a few Christmas tunes being played, so we can't have the sound on YouTube now, can we? Just a quick little buzz around here, just to see what it looks like in the daytime. But at nighttime, it's really buzzing. It's a really cool place, so I will come back here and highlight this a bit more. Hopefully, we'll catch it in the snow. Okay, so we're on the hunt for the road now. Hunt for the trams. I think I can see road ahead. I heard what sounded like a tram. Yes, I think we're back on track. Alright, I see bus stops ahead. Oh, there's a tram. Not the direction we want. We want this direction. And we're going on tram number 4. Well, tram number 4 didn't stop there. And unfortunately, this one doesn't have the info. But we'll take a chance. We'll wait and see. One thing I noticed quick, there wasn't a next stop information. So normally you'll look up at the screen like that and it will tell you next stop is. But there wasn't, so I was getting my phone out to make sure I didn't miss my stop. This is where having that local SIM card helps a lot to give me a lot of confidence that I'm always connected and I know where I'm going. Going with that, I now know how to use the trams and buses. Excellent. Alright, there's a reason I got off of this stop, and you guessed it, because there's a mall close by. I think I can see it across through the gap there. So some lights, big building, looks like the mall. So let's go have a coffee there. The other reason is because it's only a couple more stops and then it's almost at the airport, so that gives me my nice exit transport option anyway. Although a taxi is pretty cheap to the airport, but we'll get to that in episode 6. So, onwards to the mall, onwards to the toilet, and onwards to grab a cup of coffee, I think. Nice. So the building I thought was the mall is not the mall, but it looks like it could be an outlet mall, which could be a bonus. The real mall is over the back there, but let's not just give up on the outlet mall. Let's see what they're offering. Could be a bonus. Even if the only thing I get from this place is this tree. It's still always worth the exploration. That is a cool tree. I like it with the hearts. Very nice. Actually, it looks pretty cool inside. So this really was a little bonus. I didn't see this one on the map. It was an outlet mall, which is great, but it's a stunning little mall inside, very pretty. Not only is it an outlet mall, so some bargains to be had, but also some nice little bonus shops like this. It's always cool to see the different features in different malls. This one was a really cool seating area, very nice. Oh, this one got my value neurons firing for sure. I had to get out of here quick. Well, that was a bonus. That was cool. That was like an outlet mall. So, one cool shop I like in there. So I identified a few targets. I have a rule, never buy. You have to leave the shop before you buy because you get swept away otherwise. So I'm going to make my way over to the other mall because that's going to be a little mission to find, because we have to go across some rail tracks. Actually, I need to check where I'm going here now. Yeah. When I sit down and have coffee, I'll look back over the items I found and see if I actually want them or they look cool in the shop. Okay. How to get from here over to here. That's the next mission. Okay, that's cool. So it's linked. There's the back end of the outlet mall. And there's an under tunnel here to get me to the other mall. So that's good. So that's what I'm talking about when I say I like shopping, like to turn it into a game. And when I'm traveling a lot, I didn't know that was there. So I stumble across an outlet mall and helps me play my little game and try and find my little bargains. yeah, it's fun. I like it. Okay, so that wasn't the best mall I've ever been to, and certainly was one of the worst coffees I've had. But that was a good day. It was a day where I had a space, no plans. I finished my work. It was a beautiful day outside. I had cooked food that I needed to cook at home, so I was free then. It's a non-training day, though I will head home now. After I've eaten, I will finish the day in the spa. But I love that when it's a free day like that, and I just decide, okay, my energy's good. What shall I do? And we just set ourselves a little mission like learn the trams. So I'm really happy I did that. It's very nervous, you know. I was very nervous because I'm filming it at the same time. So I'm already nervous filming. And it's one thing filming something you know you're doing what you're doing. When you film something and you don't even know what you're doing when you're filming it, whew, that was a double header there. So, but excellent. I now know exactly what I'm doing. I feel like I've opened up a bit more of the city. And found a bonus outlet mall. And yeah, these are the good days. Let's see what the rest of the week brings. Ciao for now. On a little side note, this was very good today. Having the silicone case made me feel so much safer having it in my pocket. Very easy to whip out and film. So easy, in fact, that I ran out of battery. But if you've got a pocket free and you fancy the silicone case, I highly recommend it. So that was riding the trams. In summary, you can buy a travel card if you want to, but it does accept contactless payments. The key is you get on the front of the tram to touch your contactless payment. You'll get charged at midnight depending on how much you've travelled. The maximum cap of that is €5.50. When I was on the tram yesterday, which was this one, number 4, I noticed something that it passed that I'm going to go and check out now. It's just over here. And that's the cool thing about riding the trams and stuff like this. Opening up the map is that you always find something hiding if you go looking. Just checking, can I get in there? Okay. And what I found yesterday, which I'm going to go and try and check out now, is this. Oh yes, what a find this was. Club 147. Snooker, pool, darts, chess, poker. It's got it all. Ooh, so that's a nice find. A nice sober Roma activity for me. So snooker and pool. To rent a table of pool is €10 an hour. To rent a table of snooker is €12 an hour. It's nice, looks really cool. I'll come down there towards the end of the week, I think. Have a coffee, a couple of frames. Excellent. Thank you, tram. Cool. I walked out my house this day to walk to the gym, and I thought I was in the middle of spring. I mean, it's great to see the city lit up, especially when you're working out with this view all around you. But that's not what I came to this city for. Though I'll take second prize if this is the view. It's snowing again. I won't get overexcited this time. But the forecast looks good. A few days of snow. I'm not getting overexcited, but I am walking to the gym. I'm not at the gym yet, but already the streets are getting white. Okay, we come out of the gym now. Let's see what damage was done. Okay, it's nice. Actually, this is pretty good. This is the best snow I've seen so far. Well, I'm going to wrap this week up. I'm going to leave the weather to make its mind up to see what it wants to give me on week 4. Oh, hello. I'm going to head to the mall supermarket, do a bit of maintenance shopping, keep the routine flowing. And you know what? It's the end of the week. It's been a long week. I think I need a little bit of maintenance for myself too. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a great week as well, guys. And I'll see you back here for week 4. Ho ho ho, it's good. It's really good.